Hello viewers, I Harish Shukla, welcome to all of you. In this video, I will discuss asymptotic notations. If this video is useful for you, please like and subscribe and press the bell icon. Let us start. Asymptotic notations. Asymptotic notations are of 5 types. Number 1, 5 types. Number 1, big O notations. Number 2, big omega notations. Number 3, theta notation. Number 4, little o. And number 5, little omega. Asymptotic notations are used to analyze the space and time complexity of algorithms. Let us define big O, big omega, theta, little o and little omega. Let Gn and Fn, let Gn and Fn be real valued functions which are defined on positive reals. We say that number 1, Gn belongs to big O of Fn if there exists a positive integer j and a positive constant c such that Gn is less than or equal to c times Fn for every n greater than j. Gn belongs to big omega Fn if there exists a positive integer j and a positive constant c such that c times Fn is less than or equal to Gn for every n greater than j. Number 3, Gn belongs to theta Fn if there exists a positive integer j and two positive constants c1 and c2 such that c1 Fn is less than or equal to Gn is less than or equal to c2 Fn for every n greater than j. Now 4, this Gn belongs to little o Fn if for every constant c, positive constant, for every constant c greater than 0, there exists a positive integer j such that Gn is less than c times Fn for every n greater than j. Now fifth, let us define fifth one. Fifth one I'll write above. Let us define fifth. Gn belongs to little omega Fn if for every constant, positive constant C, there exists a positive integer j such that C times Fn is less than Gn for every n greater than j. These are 5 notations: big O, big omega, theta, little o and little omega. Now example. Let Gn is equal to 2n square plus 3n plus 7 and Fn is equal to n square. Now Gn is equal to 2n square plus 3n plus 7 less than or equal to 2n square plus 3n square plus 7n square is equal to 12n square is equal to 12 Fn. Here we have shown that Gn is less than or equal to 12 times Fn for every n. Hence, Gn belongs to big O Fn. In this case, Gn belongs to big O Fn. Now, just by seeing, we see that n square, obviously, I am writing here, obviously, n square is less than or equal to 2n square plus 3n plus 7 implies Fn is less than or equal to Gn. So let us write here the constant C is equal to 1. 1 times Fn is less than or equal to Gn. Hence, by definition, Gn belongs to big omega Fn. So we have shown that Gn is in big O of Fn and the same Gn is in big omega of Fn. So in this case, we have shown that we have two constants 1 and 12. The 1 times Fn less than or equal to Gn less than or equal to 12 Fn. So that is, by definition, Gn belongs to theta Fn. Now I will give you some result. The results are: number 1, if Gn belongs to big O Fn, then Fn belongs to big omega Gn. Proof. Simple proof. Since Gn belongs to big O Fn, we have a positive constant C such that Gn is less than or equal to C times Fn for every n, for every large values of n. For every large values of n. We are interested in large values of n. From this, divide by c, since c is positive, we can divide by c. So 1 by c gn is less than or equal to fn. 1 by c times gn is less than or equal to fn. So by definition of big omega, we have fn belongs to big omega gn. Without proving, I will give you the rest of the results. So the rest of result is number 2, if gn belongs to big omega fn, then fn belongs to big O of gn. The proof is in the same way as we have proved result 1. Result 3, if gn belongs to theta fn, then fn belongs to big O of gn, fn belongs to big omega of gn, fn belongs to theta of gn. And since gn belongs to theta n, this gn also belongs to big O fn, and this gn belongs to big omega fn. If gn is in theta fn, then gn is in big O fn, gn is in big omega fn, fn is in big omega gn, fn is in big O gn, fn is in big omega gn, fn is in theta gn. The proof is very obvious. Since gn belongs to theta n, we have two constants c1 and c2 such that c1 fn is less than or equal to gn is less than or equal to c2 fn for large values of n. Here gn is less than or equal to c2 fn, hence gn belongs to big O fn. Since c1 fn is less than or equal to gn for large values of n, gn belongs to big omega fn. So these two proofs are very obvious from here. Now from this inequality, gn less than or equal to c2 fn implies 1 by c2 gn is less than or equal to fn. From one itself, c1 fn is less than or equal to gn divided by c1. Since c1 and c2 are positives, we can divide the whole inequality by c1 and c2. So by dividing c1, we have fn is less than or equal to 1 upon c1 gn. Say 2 and say this inequality 3. So from 2 and 3, we have 1 upon c2 gn is less than or equal to fn is less than or equal to 1 upon c1 gn. Here we have shown fn is less than or equal to 1 upon c1 gn for large values of n, hence fn is in big O gn. or from this equality Fn is in big omega Gn, and seeing this inequality as a whole, Fn is in theta n. So all these results are shown. Now let us see another result. Let Gn and Fn be two functions. If number 1, limit n tends to infinity, Gn upon Fn is equal to non-zero positive number, say A, then Gn belongs to theta Fn, and hence Fn belongs to theta Gn, and Gn belongs to big OFN, Gn belongs to big omega Fn, Fn belongs to big O Gn, Fn belongs to big omega Gn. Now I am not writing, I am just writing Gn belongs to theta Fn. All the results are understood obviously. Number 2, if limit n tends to infinity, Gn upon Fn is equal to 0, then Gn belongs to little o Fn and Fn belongs to little omega Gn. These results are very obvious from the definition of limit, which I am leaving here because this is the case of real analysis. So just I am leaving the proof of these results, but these results are very true. Another result. If Gn belongs to little o Fn, then Fn belongs to little omega Gn. Number 3 and number 4, if Gn belongs to little omega Fn, then Fn belongs to little o Gn. Proof of 3, let us see proof of 3. Since Gn belongs to little o Fn, we have for every constant positive constant Gn less than C times Fn for large values of n. Since C is positive, 1 by C Gn is less than Fn for large values of n. Since C is any positive constant, 1 by C is also a positive constant, and hence for all positive constants 1 by C Gn is less than or equal to Fn for large values of n. By definition, Fn belongs to little omega Gn. Similarly, the result 4 can be seen. Now let us take an example. Let Gn is equal to 2n square plus 3n plus 7 and Fn is equal to n square. So now Gn upon Fn. Gn upon Fn. Limit n tends to infinity is equal to limit n tends to infinity 2n square plus 3n plus 7 divided by n square is equal to limit n tends to infinity. Divided by n square, we have 2 plus 3 upon n plus 7 upon n square, and this is equal to 2. Since it is non-zero positive, therefore Gn belongs to theta Fn and Fn belongs to theta Gn. Let us take another example. Let Gn is equal to n log n. Fn is equal to n square. Then limit n tends to infinity, Gn upon Fn is equal to limit n tends to infinity n log n upon n square is equal to limit n tends to infinity log n upon n is equal to, by Haskell rule, since this is of the form infinity upon infinity, limit n tends to infinity, differentiating log n 1 by n and differentiating n, this is 1, the n tends to infinity 1 by n, which is 0. Hence, in this case Gn belongs to little o Fn or Fn belongs to little omega Gn. We have seen these 5 notations: big O, big omega, theta, little o, little omega. These notations are used in analyzing the space and time complexity of algorithm. That I will do in next video. Please, if you like the video, please like and subscribe.